I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash, forgive me the spirit to do this video. Let's jump right to it. First Maccabeus chapter 3, starting at verse 13. Now when Saran, a prince of the army of Syria, heard say that Judas had gathered unto him a multitude in company of the faithful to go out with him to war, he said, I will get me a name and honor in the kingdom, for I will go fight with Judas and them that are with him, who despise the king's commandments. Now at that time, King Antiochus gave a commandment to everybody to follow his word, what he say, trying to get Israel not to follow the laws and our customs, man, and worship our God, Yahweh. And Judas Maccabeus wasn't having it in his spirit, man. He was fervent about following Yahweh Bashim Hamshai. Verse 15. So he made him ready to go up, and there went with him a mighty host of the ungodly to help him and to avenge of the children of Israel. And when he came near to the going up of Bethhoron, Judas went forth to meet him with a small company. Small company. Verse 17. Who when they saw the host coming to meet them, said unto Judas, how shall we be able, being so few, to fight against so great a multitude, and so strong, seeing we are ready to faint with fasting all this day? Unto whom Judas answered, it is no hard matter for many to be shut up in the hands of a few, and with the power of heaven it is all one, to deliver with a great multitude or a small company. That's faith, man. Judas Maccabeus walked by faith and not by sight. It's a perfect example, man. He walked by faith and not by sight. Okay? The Lord changes not. You're an Israelite, right? You believe in his truth. You believe in the power. Well, look what he did, man. Okay? He had understanding, man. He had wisdom in that area. Okay? Verse 19. For the victory of battle standeth not in the multitude of a host, but strength cometh from heaven. So he understood that strength cometh from heaven. Why do you think Judas Maccabeus had so many victories, man? Okay? So much success in his battles, in his war. Because he carried the shield of faith. He walked by faith and not by sight, man. Okay? Verse 20. They come against us in much pride and iniquity to destroy us, and our wives and children, and to spoil us. But we fight for our lives and our laws. Wherefore the Lord himself will overthrow them before our face. And as for you, be you not afraid of them. So he spoke it into existence. Judas Maccabeus spoke it before it happened. Let me read verse 22, man. He spoke it before it happened. Wherefore the Lord himself will overthrow them before our face. And as for you, be you not afraid of them. Ooh-wee, man. Talk about bold. That's a bold statement, considering that it hasn't happened yet, and considering that they are a bigger number than they were. But that's that boldness, that's that confidence, that's that trust in Yahweh Bashim Shah, man. And he showed this. What an excellent leader, man. I mean, you got to be that way, man. The spirit, man. You got to remind your camp, you got to remind your brothers that, look, man, we are unstoppable if we just trust in Yahweh Bashim Shah. If we carry that shield of faith, we are unstoppable, man. Okay? Verse 23. Now, as soon as he had left off speaking, he leaped suddenly upon them, and so Saran and his host was overthrown before him. And they pursued them from the going down of Bethhoron unto the plain, where were slain about 800 men of them, and the residue fled into the land of the Philistines. Then began the fear of Judas and his brethren, and an exceeding great dread to fall upon the nations round about. And it took faith to accomplish that. It took full trust in Yahweh Shema Shah and faith to accomplish that, man. That's beautiful, man. Once you really read it and really put your mind into what we can learn from reading these stories. Everything is written for our learning, man. And that's what we're going through right now in this lesson. Okay? From there, let's go to 1 Maccabeus chapter 4. I'm going to start at 5, verse 5. In the mean season came Judas by night into the camp of Judas. And when he found no man there, he sought them in the mountains. For said he, these fellows flee from us. So this is another account, okay, of an army, okay, man of war coming against Judas, man, trying to knock him down. Verse 6. But as soon as it was day, Judas showed himself in the plain with 3,000 men, who nevertheless had neither armor nor swords to their minds. And they saw the camp of the heathen, that it was strong and well harnessed, and compassed round about with horsemen, and these were expert of war. Then said Judas to the men that were with him, Fear you not their multitude, neither be you afraid of their assaults. Excellent, man. He's saying the right things, man, to keep things intact, to keep that faith intact, man. Why? Because he know, look, man, we Israelites, okay? They ain't got no power. We got the power on our side. So let's use it, okay? Verse 9. Remember how our fathers were delivered in the Red Sea. So he referred back to what? Things are written for our learning, even for them at that time. That's why he went back to the split sea, okay? He learned from it. He read it. He understood it. He took the wisdom out of it and learned from it, man. Let's read verse 9 again. Remember how our fathers were delivered in the Red Sea when Pharaoh pursued them with an army. Right, man. And Pharaoh had a badass army. You know he did. That's why Israel was scared. Okay? So why is Judas Maccabeus bringing this up? He wants them to be faithful. Look, man, hold on to your faith, man. It does not matter how it looks. We don't walk by sight. We walk by faith. Okay? We walk by faith. Verse 10. Now therefore let us cry unto heaven, pray, if peradventure the Lord will have mercy upon us, and remember the covenant of our fathers, and destroy this host before our face this day, that so all the heathen may know that there is one who delivers and saves Israel. Then the strangers looked up their eyes and saw them coming over against them. Wherefore they went out of the camp to battle, but they that were with Judas sounded the trumpets. So they joined battle, and the heathen, being discomfited, fled into the plain. Howbeit all the hindmost of them were slain with the sword, for they pursued them unto Gazara, and unto the plains of Idunia, and Azotus, and Jamnia, so that there were slain of them upon a 3,000 men. 3,000 men. Okay? So these are accounts, man, written for our learning, man. Just like he brought up things during his war. Okay? Well, we at war right now. Okay? And we got many accounts in the scriptures overall to refer back to keep faith, to understand that Yahweh Shem Shai is on our side, man, if we serving them. Okay? Because if you ain't serving him, he ain't on your side. But if you're serving him, man, look at the power we have, man. The power of illumination, man, like it talks about in Baruch chapter 4. Okay? Take hold of it, Jacob, so that thou mayest be illuminated. Okay? Judas Maccabeus understood that, man. We have to understand that to survive in this time, man. Point blank period, man. You got to really take it in. From there, let's go to Isaiah chapter 45, verse 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, Yahweh, do all these things, man. Okay? Judas Maccabeus understood that, man. All right? That everything is a test. And that Yahweh Shem Shai is on the other side of the glass. Okay? So, when you go to Romans, let's go here. Romans chapter 8, verse 31. What shall we then say to these things? If Yahweh Shem Shai be for us, who can be against us? And Judas understood that, man. Who can be against us, man? Okay? Our enemies is the Lord's enemies, man. Like he told Moses. Okay? If you follow me, your enemies are going to be my enemies. So we have to keep that same mind state. If we serve Yahweh Shem Shai and do what we need to do, our enemies are his enemies. And if he controls both sides, we win. We win, man. So work on your shield of faith, man. Work on walking by faith and not by sight. All right? I hope all you brothers were edified. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash, for giving me the spirit to do this video. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. And Shalom to your Akim out there that's doing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.